Here's something else I'm going to be trying today. It's one of these Caliber trailer assists. Because this is a split trailer, it just falls whenever you pull the pin out, and this is supposed to help assist the trailer from just dropping. This allows you to unload and load your ATV or motorcycle more safely by yourself, and to keep the back of the trailer from slamming down whenever you unhitch it from the front. Like with mine, whenever I unhitch it, I've got to pull up on it and it slams and hits the ground. And if this will allow it to close and open like those easy tailgate adapters that you can get for your pickup truck. And this isn't short. It's a little more beefy than one of your typical shocks that you would see on for like a tailgate or or the hood of your car, if you have these installed on the hood of your car. And I'll be installing this, but this is the Caliber trailer lift kit. This is part number. I'll have a link in the description if you decide to go to the link and purchase one of these. This is the position it wants you to put your trailer at. As you can see, I've got the wheels chalked, and it wants the tongue on the ground and the lift in the air so you can get the correct measurements to install the shock. Now it wants you to measure 25 inches towards the front of the trailer to the pivot bolt on the trailer. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to measure the 25 inches from the pivot bolt to the tongue part on the trailer, where I'm going to eventually drill the holes. Alright, right here is 25 inches from the pivot point, and I'm going to have to try and figure out how to get this point right here to mount up top so I can get this shock to work. So this is a teething process, so you're going along with my mistakes as well. Alright, in the directions it says to tape the bracket, I'm guessing so you can get a better idea of where it's going to go, and you can move it around. Okay, they want at least 12.5 inches for maximum compression of the cylinder. I have exactly 13 inches from here to where this metal reinforcing bar is. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to bolt it straight up against the frame, but I need to make sure I have this bolted upright so these are perfectly in sync so they don't bind and the trailer opens and closes properly. Alright, I'm using a paint pen. I'm going to draw a straight line on the metal with it lined up with this bar, so I'll know where to start measuring and do my standoff for the pivot ball. That's good. Alright, from the metal to the end of the ball right here is exactly 3/4 of an inch. So whenever I need to take into account where this ball is, whenever I take my measurements up here on the bottom of the trailer, so these will line up straight and it'll keep there won't be any binding. Okay, they want at least 12.5 inches for maximum compression of the cylinder. I have exactly 13 inches from here to where this metal reinforcing bar is. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to bolt it straight up against the frame, but I need to make sure I have this bolted upright so these are perfectly in sync so they don't bind and the trailer opens and closes properly. Alright, I'm using a paint pen. I'm going to draw a straight line on the metal with it lined up with this bar, so I'll know where to start measuring and do my standoff for the pivot bar. That's good. Okay, this trailer isn't exactly on level surface. However, because I measured from there to there and got the distance from here to there, even though it doesn't seem right, the piston will still compress, and it will still it'll still be at the correct angle that it needs to be of the 19.5-inch standoff. So this is this should be right.
The directions also say that if this bottom one that's on the tongue, if it is too far away from the top one, you've got to move them equal distances closer to each other so that it does end up working out for you.
And it doesn't bind together.
Yep.
I'm just using a little bit of penetrating oil on this to drill the first hole. I'll bolt the one in, and then I'll put the bracket in and finish up the hole. Okay, the instructions want you to drill a 5/32 hole to mount the hardware. However, because this is going through the bed, I want to put bolts through it. So only bolts I could find that I had were these metric ones, and I'm going to drill these out a little bit larger so I can put bolts straight through the top, because I don't want sharp pointy screws pointing straight out the bottom of the bed of my trailer. I've already got this one in. I'll tighten up and adjust after I get this one drilled down here, but it's so close to the ground I had to get my right angle drill. If you had to, you'd chalk your trailer and put a big block under it and probably get someone to help you so you could drill these bottom screw holes out. For right now, I've got the trailer hitched to the truck, so it won't go anywhere. Now the bottom screws are self-tapping screws, which I really don't like. However, if you put the right size in, they supposedly work. I'm hoping they don't break off, but I've got no alternative other than to screw a hole all the way through with a bolt that long. So we'll see if this works or not. All right, and this is the last one for up here towards the tongue. Like I said, I've got my hand high on the ratchet, so I'll put a lot of torque on it. There we go. All three of them on there, no problems, no fuss. And the ones at the top, I'm just going to tighten them up with the ratchet, and those should be fine. And then we'll see how the cylinder fits. Okay, these are pretty easy to put on. All you have to do is just push them on. Almost easier said than done. Okay, you can stop.
I like it when you struggle.
All right.
Take two. Sorry, we need a hammer.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Stop.
He's getting out the big guns.
I'm bringing out the kill me tool.
Because we can't get this to compress enough to get it hooked to that.
All right.
How to give your wife a heart attack.
You're trying to... Well, at least you've got actual documentation of the accident before it happens.
Good thing your wife's a paramedic. Oh, Lord.
All right. All right, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Sometimes I want to be inside your brain and understand why you do the things you do.
Shh.
Oh, God. Did you take the pin out yet?
Yeah, the pin's on the ground. Under the murder area.
Oh, God.
Alright. Okay.
Before you die, I love you.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay.
Oh, bless it.
Alright, well, I will figure this out.
I know you will.
That's enough. Okay, and after not 30 minutes of trying to get this right, see, like that.
Ping.
So easy.
So
Doesn't
easy.
take an hour or just about killing yourself at all.
Can you back up before you let that down? Okay. I kind of like your head and your face.
Alright, scoot back. So this only kills. Going down. Going down. Going down. Alright.
And she's compressing and holding.
For now.
Cool. Your patient is stable. The patient is stable.
Alright, let's see how well this works.
Oh, that's nice.
Goes down.
Cute.
It goes in. Cool. Alright.
Well, it's easier for Mama to do.
And the good thing about this is whenever you're on a weird incline, where the trailer wants to come back down on you, like if you have to load on a downward grade, this is going to push your trailer back up against the hill and not just fall back up on you whenever you're trying to put your trailer, or put your four-wheeler or ATV on by yourself.
Well, when you ride the four-wheeler onto the trailer, it'll put itself down and it won't slam it down.
Yeah. Like, let's see, with my 170 pounds worth of weight.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
This is an old trailer, so the center isn't as center as it used to be. But yeah, it took a little bit of weight to go down, and it just didn't slam down like a ton of bricks.
It used to.
And I'm gonna go slow to see if you forgot the pin. It's so good that it goes down quick, but it doesn't go down as fast, and it doesn't flip back up, because I have had it hit me in the back end before, which isn't fun.
Awesome.
All right.
One project down, 6,000 more I'm sure to go.
On the trailer revival, which is going to end up being a series, I think.
Now I just want to talk him into, repainting it, because, I don't know, kind of tired of the green.
Oh, and we're going to see if this rust reformer will work on the bottom, because the bottom is pretty rusty, as you can tell. And I'll see how the longevity of this works. All I can say is, I used my sunglasses for safety glasses. They work pretty well. Just make sure the only thing I would do differently would be to blow the metal shavings out after every time I drilled, because I did, put my hand on metal shavings, which isn't very fun. But other than that, if somebody has some helpful criticism, like my wife does, use it. If you're doing something stupid, listen to her. Putting more chalk blocks, all that, The next project is to take these crumbling piles of death, which, as you can tell, there's no safety latch on them, and they're old chains. I don't trust them, and they're just welded on with almost like 2 tack welds. So I'm gonna cut these off. I'm gonna weld these on. Yes, I'm gonna take the galvanization off so I don't poison myself, and I already explained that when I talked about these, but you always take the galvanization off of metal before you weld anywhere near it. And that'll be my next little fix for this trailer.
See y'all next time. Here's the instructions that, wife has to keep up with. Not that he reads them, but I keep reading and making sure he's on track. He calls them destructions, you know, because he's already destroyed whatever it is before we even, you know, finish. He's already got an idea in his head, but, you know, instructions, destructions, we got the job done, right?
Thank you for those who have joined and subscribed to the Swamp Fox family. If you can give me a thumbs up, comment in the description, I'd really appreciate it. Please look for the links in the description. Become a Patreon member if you want to support the channel. And remember, family and bills come first, always. See you guys next time.